Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. Today is another Eagle Force again. I am really looking forward to this one. This is Ultima Thule, I think, Thule. This is the R.I.O.T leader, and R.I.O.T is the roving international organization of tyranny. He does look really cool, much better than I thought he was going to. And that helmet looks amazing, that sort of metallic paint. The black and red sort of colour scheme gun, it looks really quite good. On the back, it gives you some information that you can read. Let's get a bit of a focus going on. If I get the angle right, you can read about the top as well. And about him there. And shows you other figures in the range. I need to get some R.I.O.T Commandos. I've got one of the original ones. I'll put a link in the top right. I need to find some more. And some other stuff too. They just look really great. And they're just such good figures generally so far. And I'll say it again, the only downside I've found to Eagle Force is the hips can be a little loose. But other than that, they are absolutely fantastic. I'm going to open this up and set him up, see what it's about. If you like this sort of content, please consider joining the Patreon. Link on the top right of the screen now. Free for 7 days. Cancel any time in those 7 days. It costs you nothing. Get to see all the videos in advance before they're put up on YouTube. So it is worth checking out, if only for 7 days. Okay, I'll be back in an instant to let you know today is Sunday the 24th September 2023. Back in an instant with this guy set up. Stay tuned. What a great looking figure, especially with that sort of laser pistol looking like gun. The gun's really nice, but it's a little bit difficult to get his trigger finger into the trigger guard, but he can just about get there. He does hold it well. Fantastic looking figure. Now, he comes with less accessories than other Eagle Force figures. I just realized when I reviewed the gear shift, the Eagle Force mechanic, he didn't come with a base. Now this guy does come with a base, and then he comes with these sets of hands. So he gets fists, he gets gripping, and he gets open. That's it. And what he comes with that gun. But honestly, he doesn't need any more. He's such a good looking figure. Let's get a look at him. This handsome boy. Such a great helmet. Really nicely done. The gun's really cool as well. And check out his jacket. It says R.I.O.T on the inside. That is the organization he leads. Not on the other side though, just the one side. Very cool. Was not expecting that. That was a really nice surprise. Very cool. The jacket is superb. The colour and the sculpting. There's some details underneath on his chest. If you remove this, you've got the black arm still, so it's not really worth doing. Legs are pretty cool. There is some inking in there you can just about make out on camera. There's a bit of inking perhaps on the red there. Camera to the back, quite standard. And then the back of the helmet too. Nice looking figure. Let's go through articulation. I think there'd be a bit less of the head being helmeted, a bit bigger, but let's see. Oh, left and right is pretty good because the jacket does move. Up, down is good, up is a bit lacking. Side to side is small, but okay. Shoulders all the way around. Lateral super high. Biceps. Is that the wrong way for his... That is making very little sense to me right now. Okay. Bicep is there. So right on the back of his arm. I had his arm the wrong way earlier. That's why it's a bit strange. So bicep is 90 degrees. And the other side should be 90 as well. Yeah. Hands are both gun articulation. So they go like this. And you can turn in the socket. There's no trunk, but there is the waist. Forwards, backwards, side to side. He can turn pretty good. Has to be said. Hips, I can feel they're a little bit loose already, which is the Eagle Force only real issue. But quite far. Forwards on the hips, pretty good. Backwards is small. Any more than that will go out to the side. There is a thigh twist, sorry. Double kneecap, and the big knee pads hide the ugly sort of joint behind, which is a bit of a Joy Toy problem occasionally. He should have does he have a boot turn? It looks like he does. Yeah. So there's a boot turn, which is a huge plus point. That's missing on most Joy Toy figures. Does have a nice tippy toe. His dorsiflexations, it is there, but it's small. Then his feet, have really good on the outwards swivel and good on the inward swivel too, which is a big plus. Really, really nice looking figure. Let's get an idea of size, and then I'll do a little comparison. It should be about 11, 10.5, 11 cm. That's my guesstimate based on other Eagle Force figures that I've got. Let's get a focus going on. Oh, can't focus. There we go. Just dropped something there, never mind. So he is about 10.5 cm. So let's compare him. I'm going to compare him to a Star Wars figure. I think from Solo. I forget what it's called. Something in Force. I love these figures. Just need to articulate them. He could lead these guys. Look at that. They can match in nicely. You know, add some articulation to him. He look very, very cool. Scales very well with that, as you expect. I will compare him to a Fortnite figure I've yet to review, but I will be reviewing him very soon. Stick him on the Patreon, so do consider joining the Patreon, because you'll see this review before it comes onto YouTube. This is Hollowhead, who looks very good for sort of Halloween. And you see the Fortnite figure is bigger, but he has got a big head. Let me take my Sergeant Winter, who's another Fortnite figure, and see that he scales perfectly well with him as well. Very, very cool figure indeed. I'll put a link for Sergeant Winter in the top right for you. I do like him a lot. If I use one more, let me see. I'll use a Marvel figure. This is the Scroll. He should be a lot bigger, because the Marvel figures are usually quite big. They were. Well, he's not that much bigger, just a little bit bigger. Again, they do scale well. Great looking figure. Really glad I picked him up. I think it looks fantastic, and he's going to work in my universe very, very nicely indeed. A great pickup, I think. In fact, I'm going to finish up with a nice sort of a action pose. Let me just pose him. I'll be back in an instant. Do stay tuned for this. How is that for an action pose against my Acid Rain Road Soil Ghost with custom printed Anubis or zombie Anubis parts? Very, very cool indeed. Such a great figure. It's the sort of figure you could almost army build, you know. You could almost use that as a Mandalorian sort of helmet for a bit of a modding. Look pretty cool. Do like him a lot. He is well up there on my recommended list. Do support Fresh Monkey Fiction and Eagle Force figures. Let's get this line very super successful and make more course for us to enjoy. Okay, this is Awesome Toys. I'm signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you next video. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.